Okay. I guess I guess maybe the time has come for oh boy. It's like let me talk when I get situated so I can give you my undivided attention. Okay, so life is not well, it's not all fun and games. As as though I do try hard to make it that way. There are times that call for some seriousness, and I have the ability to do that too. I've been pretty much a goofball um, for a long time, and that I'm comfortable there because, honestly, because that's where people are comfortable with me. Seriously. Um, and it's also hard to be serious about the the truth. You know the it's you know because I'm not flexing on anybody. I don't I mean even if I am, I don't want to. I'm not trying to flex on anybody. I don't. It's really uncomfortable. So humor is the best way for me to deal with it, and people like making fun of me anyway, so I can just play right into that with silliness. But this, you this is very real though. At the same time, a lot of times uh, you know, I'll be confused myself as to whether or not I'm joking or if I'm serious because I really am serious. But when I say the things that I really am serious about, it can't help but sound like a joke. And I'm so used to accentuating the jokiness about things that it becomes second nature, and I start accentuating jokiness of things that I'm actually dead serious about. Like and I catch myself doing that, and I'm like, oh shit, what are you doing? Look, you're giving mixed signals by doing that, but um, um anyway, uh, uh, um, okay, so there's a polarity uh, flip that uh, it happened for me, um, and I'm almost positive that this same what I describe as a polarity flip is gonna need to happen in everybody else too, and it's not just me. I'm not the only one experiencing what I'm calling a polarity flip. There's in the public lexicon right now, there's a term known as the Great Awakening, and um, it's been co-opted and turned into like woke this, woke that, and so co-opted for like social justice warrior type things. But really, um, you know, what the mainstream media would call woke is really the antithesis of it. Um, 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 okay, but this so I call it a polarity flip because it's basically having the realization that everything that you've been instructed to believe is the exact opposite of the way of what the truth really is. Um, all right, so you know how we celebrate birthdays? Well, it doesn't make much sense to celebrate a birthday because you don't know what you just gave birth to. It would make more sense to celebrate someone's death, assuming they lived an honorable life. Then you could celebrate their life when they die. But to celebrate someone's, you know, being squeezed out the poop chute, um, that's nothing to celebrate. And also, by celebrating birthdays, it's only going to inevitably cause you to age more rapidly than you need to or would want to. um, um, right? Um, Now, I there's a very similar problem with weddings. Weddings are the equivalent of celebrating a birth. This is the birth of our relationship, but you're treating it as if it's the pinnacle, the oh, stick a fork in it, it's done now. Oh, we're married now, it's all over. That the special day happened, and so that's it now. Like, no, like there's all of this, like these little girls are getting programmed to have this, like that, like that's their fantasy, their dream come true is their wedding day, and how they pine for that and look forward to it and stuff. Like, how why aren't we instead, uh, if we're gonna be programming kids, we might as well be programming them to not have that uh, aspiration, but to have the same kind of feelings for growing old with somebody, like as they do for their wedding day. Oh, I can't wait for my wedding day, and it'll be my special day and everything. Well, how about you just designate your special day as when you grow old with your partner, or uh, when you when you have a kid that's the age you were when you first met your partner, or something like that. Instead, something that's a little further down the track than just wedding day. Why that's nothing to celebrate, because that's the birth of that relationship, essentially. Okay. Um, now, people think that um, that me being here now means that everything they ever wanted is supposed to be handed to them. Like, a bunch of people have told me, like, yeah, right, if that's who you really were, you'd be giving me the winning lotto numbers. Like, and it's like, really? You think I owe you winning lotto numbers just uh, because of who I am? Like, how about like, if anything, have just the opposite expectation. Don't expect me to come giving you a bunch of shit. Like, maybe if anything, you should be paying some respects to me. I'm not here to shower you with everything you ever wanted. And if anything, I'm here to teach you that you came here to precisely to experience lack. That's what we did. When when we have downtime in between lifetimes, when you're in the heaven, in the non-physical realm, everything you think, it it manifests immediately. But it's in a non-physical realm, so it's like it, it's not it's hard to describe, but whatever you want to experience, you think it and you're experiencing it. That type of thing. And you get kind of bored of that real quick. You want to challenge yourself. You want to experience difficulty, hardship, lack, and struggles, uh, because you want to be able to fine tune your wisdom and your relationship between love and wisdom. You want to challenge yourself. You want to, learn new skills. You want, like, we came here for the lack that this uh, physical dimension can provide us. We didn't come here necessarily to get pampered, but really this could be a lot. Uh, we could be more pampered than we are currently, but that doesn't take somebody showing up and giving you lotto numbers, though. That takes you having to realize uh, where true value actually stems from. People think value comes from money. The average person thinks, oh, that money, that's where value is. But hold up, how'd you get that money? You had to do trade in your time and energy and effort and attention and focus and labor for that money. And that time, energy, focus, attention, labor, all that is actually what gives the money its value in the first place. But the value, it was right inside of you all along. You understand? You are already the source of all of your desires. It's it, People need to stop having faith in money and have faith in God, and also, like, we're all sparks of God. Our If you want to learn more about the ins and outs of the way the spiritual realm and the physical realm exist, read the Seth series, the Jane Roberts Seth series, and also the Law of One. I don't really want to get too into it, but trust me, I know what I'm talking about. This is I know what I'm talking about. You can you can take this to the bank, but I want you to research and discover for yourself that I really do know what I'm talking about. The Seth series is really dense. It's like, I had to keep rereading a page like 3 or 4 times for me to, like, actually absorb everything. Like, it's dense. It's so dense that it's like people that think that channeling is bogus, bullshit, all made up. They they obviously never read any real channeled work, because when it's legit, it would be impressive even if it was faked. Like, it's very obvious that it's coming from an intelligence that's not doesn't exist here. It's like, this is a whole other level there. Even if it was faked, it's still very valuable, but it's obviously not faked. You'll see what I mean. Now, the Bible is like that too, but the Bible's more like Nostradamus in a way, especially in Revelation. It's like vague, like visionary type stuff. But the Law of One and the Seth series books, and the Bhagavad Gita, they're real, in plain English, straightforward, black and white, easy to understand. I don't know why the Bible is worded the way it is. People say it's because it's old, but really the Bhagavad Gita is thousands of years, if not tens of thousands of years older. So why isn't the Bhagavad Gita in the old timey lingo as well? Like, it seems like um, it doesn't have to be old timey. It's like if it got translated from one language to another, why deliberately choose to translate it into a, a type of speak that isn't that people don't use anymore. I mean the King James, because I don't know. I guess maybe when the King James version did get translated, that is how people spoke. But really, I don't. I find that hard to believe. But I wasn't alive then. I don't know for sure. It's just the Bhagavad Gita is a much older text, and it doesn't sound all broken like that at all. But okay, so Mark 7 verses 24 through 32. That illustrates very clearly how that guy is not as flawless, perfect, and um, uh, flawless as you think he is. Okay, and I could very easily be the same guy, because believe it or not, people have accused me uh, of racism. Um, because apparently I look the part. Apparently I look like I know how to tie a real good noose. um, but honestly, like I don't. I'm pretty sure that even if I was born like 150 years ago, that I would not join the KKK, even if I was like peer pressured heavily to do so. No, I'm not. Not that kind of person. Not today. Not never. I wish everybody well. I particularly wish my enemies well, because my enemies wouldn't be giving me a hard time if they weren't already so hurt. Anybody that's going out of their way to give me a hard time, I want them to be blessed and have a better life, just as much, if not more, than the average person that's not giving me any problems. Because you know it's obvious that the only reason they're giving me those problems is because they got even bigger problems of their own. Um, 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 like when you insult me, it makes you sound pathetic for being so threatened by someone that you're describing in such a way. And also, the more you insult me, the more obvious it is that you are threatened by somebody that's not threatening you. So that's, that makes you seem real weak, and just don't even go there. But you're better off just trying to glean any useful information you can if you're gonna be paying any attention to me at all. But don't be focusing on me so close, looking for things to use as weapons against me. It's like they got like a stethoscope, and they got, they're really interested in my every move, and they're trying to take anything they can that I do and turn it against me as a weapon, because they're threatened by me. Even though it makes no sense at all to be threatened by that guy. You really think that guy's gonna just start beating your ass or something? What the hell are you really threatened of? Like, what's the worst that could happen if what I'm saying's all true? And and if it's not true, then okay, I'm crazy as fuck, and maybe this is where I belong. This is where I should be housed, right here. And I do, I'm just disabled plenty enough to be here. If it's not true, if it is true, then then you might as well, if you can't respect me for that, then there's no possible way you could ever respect me if you can't respect me because that's the truth. Like, you shouldn't be telling that guy how, you know, yeah, I wouldn't be arguing with that guy about how good he is. Now, I'm all out of sorts, so I'll bid you farewell and come back when I get my brain organized. Give me some feedback. Let me know down below what the hell what you need from me. I'm here to please you. You want more silliness, more seriousness? What? I can do anything. I'm a jack of all trades.